Hello and welcome once again. This is Deman with Quad V, bringing you League of Legends action as it comes. And today it's going to be another match of Rock Solid versus JPAK&Friends. It is Week 3, Match 2. And for Rock Solid, we're going to have Mundo, Malzahar, Nocturne, Corki, and Gangplank. That will be Rambo, Scarra, Locust, Imaqtpie, and Naryt. For JPAK&Friends, it's going to be Blitzcrank, Udyr, Teemo, Alistar, and Twisted Fate. That's going to be OnionBagel, Doji, Uniqlo, JPAK, and BlumzZz. So what are we going to have? Well, we're going to have Udyr and Nocturne, the junglers, so kind of expected. We're going to see Blitzcrank probably roaming a fair bit. I think we've seen him roaming a bit. As JPAK normally goes with Tarik, so maybe as Alistar we're going to see. And tell you what, I'm just going to knock the sound down as well, because something tells me that's quite loud. It sounds quite loud to me, so it might sound quite loud to you. But anyway, here we go. So it's going to be from the view of Imaqtpie, as you can see, as I lock on the camera on him. He's going to be playing his Corki, something we kind of used to seeing him playing out. And again, Rock Solid not really going for any jungle defense or anything like this. They're not really doing anything. So Scarra's going back. Is Scarra going to be going mid? What are they discussing here? They've actually completely gone back. So we've seen this a few times. Rock Solid do not take part. And so, I mean, really, anyone that plays them, Rock Solid just don't take part in level 1 fighting. They don't have any of it. I've seen this a number of times, and you can watch CLG, Solo Mid, etc. They all have these big battles in and around the reeds, around towards blue, etc. But Rock Solid never seem to want to. No, they never seem to want to take part in it. I don't know why, but that's what they do. So pretty slow start it's going to be, and like I mentioned, it is going to be Locust, of course, on the Nocturne jungling. So he could just be giving up the blue here. I don't know. I mean, he's just being completely counter-jungle. Whether they just think it's more productive just to simply not be involved in it. They've got a pretty weak 3 squishy heroes there, really, haven't they? So maybe it's that. I don't know. I don't know what their theory is behind it. Looking at the other team, yeah, there's a lot more CC. Obviously, Alistar and Udyr and Blitzcrank. Yeah, I can see why they didn't want to be involved in a level 1 fight, to be honest. So, Locust is going to go looking. He's pinging it. He wants, I assume he wants Corki to pull it for him, which is why he's going looking for it. Let's keep our eye on Scarra. He doesn't want to know. Nocturne's like, oh, there he is. Blitzcrank gets the pull on Imaqtpie. Imaqtpie just about getting away there, using his flash up. So they were there, so that surely means that the Golem buff has gone. You've got to assume Imaqtpie is precautiously going forward. Remember, he could easily get grabbed from this bush again. He hasn't got flash. Don't know whether he took Valkyrie early on. Twisted Fate's come back to mid. Expect 2 more to be passing by. Maybe they've portaled back. I'm not too sure. So Teemo with that awesome new skin. There they are, in fact. It is JPAK and OnionBagel both coming out. Blitzcrank and JPAK as Alistar. JPAK's probably going to roam a bit with Alistar, and they are coming down bottom, so they need to be wary of pushing too far up forward. As I was mentioning, Corki, that Easter bunny skin, it is one of the best ever. I mean, he drops the little bunny eggs, everything. It's just, oh my word. But it's also very satisfying to kill it. Maybe that's just me. So what are the starting items? We're going to have a Dawn's Blade on Corki up top. Nocturne's going to be taking a Vampiric Scepter to jungle with. JPAK is coming round for Malzahar there. We're seeing him almost moonwalking forward. Moonwalking forward? I don't know. Maybe he had those little Heelys on. He's just gliding forward. So JPAK's roaming with Alistar, as I mentioned. And OnionBagel down the bottom with Blitzcrank. Malzahar being very offensive, considering he knows that JPAK is around here with Alistar. Maybe he's just confident he's got his flash to get out. I assume he's got a flash. Malzahar, yep, flash ghost. So he's also got the boots and health pot. So he's got the speed and mobility to get away from him. So Mundo's going to be doing a bit of roaming in the meantime for Rock Solid. Imaqtpie versus Uniqlo. Corki versus Teemo up top. Teemo will have the slight early level advantage, certainly with a blind he could get in it. But then again, as for Corki's got the blind as well, so they both got a bit of it, but he can at least get a dot on him as well. So he's just being cautious of JPAK still roaming as Alistar, and he's just picked up them boots as well. So Doran's Blades, so pretty much the same, both with Doran's Blades up top. TF in mid. He's going, looks like maybe going AP route. He's certainly got the mana to start with. The boots for Malzahar. So Malzahar can effortlessly push the lane really against their TF. Nocturne needs to be a little bit wary. JPAK was around here, and there he is coming around trying to get a poke onto Malzahar. He did actually get hit by the tower. We're not seeing the blips because we're using the log replay function. It does have the slight delay. Obviously, we're coming from Imaqtpie's angle, so unless he's looking, we won't really see the update. Not a lot we can do about that at the moment until Riot Games decide to come out with something. I'm hoping after the Season 2 release. Supposedly a graphics update as well. I'm wondering whether the whole thing's coming in like a whole new engine. I'm not too sure what they're planning. So, Blitzcrank, well, Mundo needs to be a little bit wary there. He could have got power fisted in the face, and then Alistar could have punted him away. Not really too much damage though on them. He's got a lot of hit points to be able to survive that. What the heck? As I get pulled out the game. As I'm not sure what happened there. It just cut out on me, so we'll continue as is. 5 minutes 26, something pulled me out of game, not too sure what. We will continue, didn't we? So meanwhile in mid, wildcards coming out from Blumz. Blumz pretty low on health. Getting a bit of life steal. Getting pulled back by Imaqtpie as it happens with Corki. So Alistar was quite close. Malzahar's going to port back now, he's not going to bother. Could easily get a double stun on him from Twisted Fate and Alistar there. So Corki had pushed lane quite heavy, which is why he's decided to take the opportunity to port back as Teemo fights onto it, trying to give Alistar as much chance as he can. So there is a ward placement down, which is why they're seeing JPAK coming in early. Good ward placement again from Rock Solid. To both little positions. I mean, pretty standard positions, as to be said, but at least they're getting them out early enough, 6 minutes in. I didn't really see who actually placed them either, so maybe it was Nocturne that did it in the jungle. No, Nocturne's built himself up, so I don't think it was him. He's certainly got the items. So, like I say, CS-wise, Corki versus Teemo up top, pretty much bang on even. Twisted Fate is just getting a dot in his face there from Malzahar. Corki needs to be a little bit wary up top. He's quite far pushed in the lane, but JPAK's here. JPAK's going to be going up towards top now, so they're going to see that coming. He's positioned himself a ward of his own now. As that one's gone, there is Udyr, puts himself a ward down. Comes gliding in. I'm not sure why we're not getting the walking animations. It looks kind of weird, seeing them gliding around, but it all sorts itself out when it gets to the team fights, which is the real guts of the situation. And we're seeing Gangplank here. Remember, bearing in mind, obviously Gangplank's had quite a few changes of late, but certainly Naryt seems to think it's still viable. And a lot of people have been complaining about Gangplank, saying he's not quite working out. It is going to be getting a stun onto Malzahar, but he's going to easily walk away from that one. And throw the dot in his face just for good measure. Didn't even bother turtle shielding to block that either. So Twisted Fate pretty low at the moment. I think, judging by what Malzahar is doing, he may well have leveled up his dot more than anything else, which is obviously pretty much gives him free farm while he can just walk away from it. So his hit points are around about half. And Twisted Fate's actually full. Corki is on his own at the moment, so Teemo missing, but Teemo could easily just go and invis. I don't think he's gone roaming. He has hit level 6, I would believe so. Yes, he will have. So there could be mushroom fields being laid around the map, for all we know. So Alistar gone missing again. Wildcard's not getting anywhere near Scarra here, are they? Some pretty wild wildcards, has to be said. Gangplank comes down bot, going to probably get a parlay onto OnionBagel. No, not going to bother. So again, Corki pushes lane, ports away. Teemo returns from his town. We'll see Teemo's been aboard. Teemo's been aboard himself a second Doran's Blade as well as them boots. Nocturne having a quick peek there. What's Corki been on board? Corki in the bottom corner, obviously. He's got himself a Tear of Goddess, going for a man immune by the looks of it. Meanwhile, Sorcerer's boots, straight out. Sorcerer's shoes, and nothing else so far for Malzahar. So he's just gone straight Sorcerer's shoes early on. He did have those boots, the straight level 1 boots from the beginning. Mundo still not been aboard yet. For double Philosopher's Stone for Gangplank. Looks like Twisted Fate and Alistar may well be making a move. I assume no, they're just going to ward it up. They're just testing the waters possibly. Malzahar needs to be a little bit wary. He's been away from lane. He is full hit points. He's just definitely been back to town, so he will be full hit points. Ignore what we're seeing on screen. Udyr having a peek around as well. So they're getting close to dragon level, 9 minutes in. assume someone's going to go for it. Imaqtpie's got Teemo back. Needs to try and go get a ward down. Gets caught by a mushroom. Like I mentioned, he'd be laying those mushrooms around. He's going to have to just Valkyrie away from here, I think. He lands another second mushroom, or should I say egg. It's more the Easter eggs than the mushrooms. Teemo is building attack speed, though, I assume. We will be. So those eggs not massively damaging just yet. JPAK going to take a roam down bottom, Alistar. And really, OnionBagel's had pretty much the lane to himself while JPAK's been roaming. While Mundo's not done a fat lot of roaming. CS-wise, you can see that Alistar's obviously only got 3. He has been roaming a lot. Haven't seen him. He was around here, I'm sure. He definitely went down this way, so he's going to be in and around this area unless he's ported back. May well be there. Yeah, they believe he's there as well. He's pinging up the top, so we may well see Alistar come flashing out and punting Gangplank the opposite direction. There he is. Just got a glimpse. Did we see where his items? He's not bought anything, so he's not been bought yet. Not really had the money to buy either. Malzahar continuing to build a stack mid. Corki building a stack top. Nocturne yet to come out jungle and gank. He's up to 6. He's not really had an opportunity to go for anything just yet. So not too much early jungling so far. Imaqtpie using his ulti to push the lane. I'm guessing 711. I think he can go buy mana mute now, which is what he's going to go do. No, he's not. Can't quite afford it yet. That's why. I don't know the exact cost of it, I've got to be honest. Not while I'm casting. Can't exactly reel the maths off my head. I'm no item junkie, I've got to be honest. I just get what looks good. What's required? That's what I buy. Have I got the money? No. Okay, I won't buy it then. That's the way I work. Yeah, I can't. I'm not one of these to mathematically calculate every single little bit. Well, he had the stun card up there. Didn't actually use it on Malzahar. Instead, just decided to wildcard in his face and then maybe think about it. But going to work him down with the wild cards. Got through him twice there. And dots up Twisted Fate as well. Very much back and forward. He's building. He's about to complete his catalyst by the looks of it. Just caught a glimpse of JPAK up the top here. Imaqtpie. There's Teemo pushing his lane. He's just going to mow them down with his armor-piercing minigun. Manages to land the big bomb in the backside as well. Fortunately, they missed that. Oh, Oracle on JPAK. So JPAK's starting to clear out those wards. Malzahar's going to come down and take a peek. And a flash user, I think it was, by Alistar. So Alistar using up his summoner spell, so he can't be able to flash in and pulverise now. Or knock them back or anything like that. 12 minutes gone, still no first blood. Still going to keep my eye on the top here, because Corki's really trying to push the pace onto Teemo here. Needs to be a little bit wary. Alistar did just flash through in the bush down the bottom there, so he's going to be around this area. Managing to capture Uniqlo every single time with that ulti, as they say that. He commentates the curse lands and he misses. Putting a bit of damage on that. He's got no ward down. Alistar's down the bottom actually, so possibly taking a look at the dragon. Blitz missing a pretty obvious grab. You're not going to reach that level. Whether he was expecting Mundo to walk towards it with Udyr coming down, I don't know. Expecting going for the twitch, but didn't happen. Twisted Fate, remember, can port in. He's got his global ulti. He may well come down the bottom here. Looks like, well, Alistar has not got. I think he's gone in with Udyr. Yes, he has. There's Udyr. They've both come out, and I reckon, no, they haven't gone for it. They did try it, and Alistar, Blitz, coming down. He's going to get the grab. It needs to be a little bit wary. Gangplank could well be first blood here. Gets the stun onto Gangplank, but he's got that cleanse of his own. He can clear it off, no problem. Possibly the worst person to try and stun there. If anything to port in on. So a failed gank attempt, and that's going to leave Malzahar open to push that lane up top. In mid, but will they manage to get back and get Dragon? Nocturne's going to come round. I guess he's going to start trying to take a peek on it. Let's have a quick look, see if anyone's got a ward. He's got a wriggle, so actually Udyr's got a wriggles. Yeah, so has Nocturne, so he's got free ward. He's going to try and get it down there. I think he did just put it down there, but JPAK going to clear it straight out with that Oracle he's got on. Malzahar, Nocturne going for TF, and Malzahar ulti. It's going to be first blood. Nocturne is not going to pick it up because Malzahar did. So double ulti onto Twisted Fate, and that is first blood in the 14th minute of the game. Mundo just peeking up there. It's going to be one of those games that's going to build up and then suddenly kills go left, right and centre, I think. Udyr getting dotted up by Malzahar there, so they're going to, Gangplank going to push lane bottom. Looks like they're going to make an attempt on Dragon as well. Yes, they will, and I think they're going to get it as well. Udyr may well be round here, but I don't think he's going to be able to do too much about it without their mid carry. There is Gangplank, but Blitzcrank, sorry, coming up. Gangplank was there with him. As Corki comes down just to cover off mid. He's got the mid lane pushed enough so he can just return quite happily. So Manamune now for Corki. Teemo, meanwhile, will be full hit points. He's got himself a pickaxe, so he actually looks like... Is he building for a BF sword? In fetch on Teemo this early? Surely be going attack speed, I don't know. Don't know what... Teemo is one of those heroes. You can really vary the build on him as much as you like. Many conversations about how good AP Teemo can be, and it's one of those ones that, oh my god, why are you playing AP Teemo? Those rage points in game, but he really can actually be quite good. He can work. However you want to build a hero, it can work if you can play to your style. That's what always gets me in these games. People insist there is only one way to do things, where really there isn't. I mean, I've seen many AP misfortunes working brilliantly. And, everyone would insist he should be the AD carry. She should be, sorry. So Sheen on Blitz, so I'm guessing he's going to be building to Trinity. Yeah, he's got the Brutalizer glove as well, so... Twisted Fate has also built Sheen, got a Catalyst as well as Catalyst and Sorcerer's Boots for Malzahar. CS-wise, well, 126 for Corki. Teemo not as much, 94, so Corki out-farming him by around about 30. Yeah, nearly 30 now, so... Out-farming on top. Malzahar out-farming Twisted Fate, but only by about, a handful, really. So Mundo continues to chuck his chopper at Blitzcrank. Just trying to predict his walk back, but he's not having any... He's still only level 9, so he's not had any advantage. He's obviously been zoned well, I guess, by Mundo and Gangplank. So he's had no level differential, no level advantage from being on his own pretty much most of the time, while JPAK, unless we're just seeing a delay. Is he just going to bounce in level? I don't know. Maybe we're seeing bounce in level. Nocturne's going to come and look in. We're missing TF as well as Alistar. TF's back mid now. Not seeing Alistar around for a while, so they've been a little bit wary. Udyr as well, of course. So Naryt's going to... yeah, they're just trying to push him out of lane as much as possible. They're not really full... attempting to zone him though. Nocturne's popped his ulti on Twisted Fate in mid, and Malzahar also going to go for it. I think they may well get him. Yes, they will. We saw him at full hit points, but we knew he was low. There was double ulti on him there again. So Twisted Fate being picked off really by the jungler, and Malzahar double ulti. So both kills have both been on Twisted Fate, and both been double ulti from Malzahar and Nocturne as Gangplank pushes up the lane a little bit. Ulti used by BlumzZz to clear the stack. I didn't see whether Gangplank's ulti went up actually there as well. I wasn't really looking. I think he did. So you can have this image in my head of the sound. So Oracle's still on Alistar. He's not been took down, and starting to heavily push here. The ulti onto Teemo. Teemo's trying to blind him up as much as he can. He has managed to land the dot him quite a few times. Missing with that ulti as well, which is forced Imaqtpie back. Needs to be wary. Obviously, TF could port in at any time. So he's trying to keep his distance. Trying to push him back as well. Oh, I missed the damn gank on OnionBagel down the bottom here, so they did manage to get him. Oh, Nocturne came in for that as well, so it was Mundo and Nocturne this time. Alistar was there. I'm not too sure how they managed to get it. Whether Alistar came in late, I wasn't looking. I was so focused on Corki Teemo at the top there. Malzahar pushing the pace now in mid. Going to start having a big advantage over Twisted Fate. He's managed to get the gank on him twice. You can see he's got the level advantage. I'm assuming, yes, he's got a needlessly large rod now, whereas TF has not really been able to go and buy anything else. He's managed to get his Mercury treads up. That's not what he can do. Fat lot when he's getting double ulted. So Mundo going back. He's got himself a Spirit Visage and half gold. Gangplank's just returned now. He's got himself a BF sword. He had those Philosophers earlier. He's also the Average Blade. So he's nearly got an Infinity Edge there. Looks like they're going to take a jump onto Malzahar. Malzahar does have his ulti up, so he could easily have caught someone onto the tower there. Didn't go for it though. Corki has got himself a BF sword as well with that Mana Mute. It looks like Nocturne's going to be popping the ulti, but misclicking or trying to save someone maybe. I didn't see anyone didn't look particularly in danger. Maybe it was tricked you. Oh, so they were more saving Gangplank, I think, than anything. So Malzahar, like I say, he's been pushing the pace on Twisted Fortune. Twisted Fortune? It's a bit of a mix between Misfortune and Twisted Fate. Twisted Fate in mid. Corki and Mundo now up top. And trying to push the pace. Landing quite a few, the chopper and the ultis onto Udyr. Having to turtle shield up. Meanwhile, they're having a go at the bottom tower. Naryt's trying to take down as many minions as he can as quickly as possible without being grabbed, I would assume, and kicked by Alistar. Alistar's trying to get a bit of farm now. Not really didn't get anything really, did he? The start had all that roaming for a good 14 minutes of the game before any kills came out there. Oh, that's unlucky by Corki there. Corki just using his ulti. Turns around, blows one in the face of Teemo. Going to continue, but he's been dotted up. He needs to be a little bit wary. Luckily, Teemo has not gone AP. He's gone attack speed, as you'd expect. So going to be split pushing Teemo later on. But unfortunately, caught him well with that mushroom. Took one down and walked straight into another. So Malzahar pushing the pace on mid. Udyr's going to have to defend it, which means Team TF has been forced back again. He needs to be a little bit wary that he can port in anywhere. He's farming with his ulti quite a lot, and quite late farming again. We had this before. Rock Solid were quite late into the game. He got to the stage where literally one quick team push, and this tower, this dragon will go down very quickly here. Popping the ulti down. Oracle's going to take care of that. Mundo's going to come around now. Also, Gangplank with the ulti. Malzahar's been caught, needs to flash out of that one. They're trying their best to interrupt. So they're going to catch Udyr. Udyr goes down as Nocturne manages to pick up the kill on him. Corki having to return to Teemo because Teemo's pushing the pace on top there. You can see Blitzcrank's going to get away, and he does take the turret down. We can see he was on it all the way, and they didn't manage to get Dragon in. Malzahar very low on health. I think they're going to get a pretty quick Dragon here. Needs to be a little bit wary. Twisted Fate could easily port in on him, but Malzahar doesn't have his ulti. They're going to dive onto Twisted Fate instead. He's going to land the fear on him. No, he won't, because he managed to get punched away. Beautifully exercised there. Nocturne goes down by Blitzcrank. Did they manage to get him? Yes, they did. So Naryt landed him with a parlay. I thought he went down pretty quickly there. Not going to be able to dive onto Blitzcrank. And top tower now down. Imaqtpie is going to have to try and push it onto the top tower. Let's get it down himself. Malzahar's going to have to port back, which is exactly what he's going to do. And again, we return to lane. Dragon did go down there to Rock Solid there. Imaqtpie, JPAK, sorry, low on health there. Just clearing out that stack. Job's a good one. So going to get a bit of damage onto turret here. Udyr's come down, switching up his stances. And Imaqtpie does take that top turret. Have to Valkyrie away though, because Teemo came in. Had a little go at him. JPAK was trying to cut him off, but he's well gone. Oh, TF has ported in. I may well get him down though. Can he pull the stun card out? I think he missed it already. I'm pretty sure I saw the mana card out. Now he gets the stun card. That's going to be the end of him. And that is Imaqtpie down there. They pull the stun card on porting there. Malzahar has come around though. They may well catch JPAK out. The rest of his team have gone away. There's definitely going to be JPAK down, and there's an Oracle. So Alistar down now. They're deciding what they want. One wants to push the lane, one wants to get the blue. Well, I think they're going to both get what they want. Lucas is saying, no, I want to push this. And the tower's gone, so just going to force the issue. And he's going to pick up blue quite easily. TF returns to mid. Who actually got the kill? I think it was Teemo that got the kill in the end. Yes, it was. So Twisted Fate 0-3-2 at the moment. On the item-wise, you can see Sheen and Catalyst, like I mentioned. So Twisted Fate's not really been able to build anything at the moment. 144 minions, whereas compared to Malzahar, 186. So quite a lot of CS advantage, as well as those kills. He's got himself a Rabadon's death cap already now, Malzahar. So Malzahar certainly in the driving seat. Rock Solid looking pretty strong so far. Two towers both down either side, and they're continuing to push some space on this bottom tower. I can't imagine they're pushing it that much with the hit points that low. And Gangplank's going to have to flash away here. Mundo's in a little bit of trouble, and TF does go down. That's going to be the mid turret down, but I'm going to try and stick with Rambo. They're trying to push onto Mundo here. That's going to be Blitzcrank just flashing away, using his mana shield to good advantage, and needs to be a little bit wary. JPAK was in that bush. Rambo very low on hit points. They have taken that mid turret. They're going to push a lot on this inner turret as well. They're surely going to take it down. Nobody's come to cut them off. They take that down. Udyr reacts a little bit slowly. Teemo's trying to split push and trying to get on it. They're going to get a lot of damage onto the base turret here, and Udyr's going to have to get the hell out of here. Nocturne does have his ulti up. That's going to be the base tower going down. This is catastrophe for JPAK&Friends. Would you believe it? They've just took 3 turrets, pushing straight through mid. TF goes down. Teemo's still trying to split push to get that bottom turret down, but they've taken the base turret. They've taken the inhibitor. I cannot believe JPAK just not reacted to it. They were trying to push down the bottom. They were trying to get the kill. That's going to be the bottom turret gone as well. This is absolutely snowballed in the favour of Rock Solid. There goes the bottom turret. Teemo didn't get the bottom turret of his own, the inner turret, so... well, they've just pushed through 3 turrets and an inhibitor in one straight push between Malzahar, Nocturne and Corki. And that's just how quick it can turn, because they'd stayed in lane phase for so long that they're at stage. And the teams were just split everywhere. OnionBagel's still not really been able to get the levels. He's been zoned out pretty well by the bottom pair of Gangplank and Mundo. Nocturne is... like I said, he hadn't got the early roaming ganks, but he's up 2-1-4. He's got the attack speed, so he can get on the turret and do a lot of damage, especially paired with Corki. Corki can nom them turrets down now. 204 minions for him compared to Teemo's 180, so just that 25 minion advantage. But he's got the kills in there as well, I believe. Yeah, he's got kills. He's got 1 kill, so it's not a massive advantage. Madrid's for Teemo now, which is what he was building, and Teemo pushing onto Mundo at the top there. So 7-2. A dragon, actually only the 1 dragon, wasn't it? There isn't a dragon apiece, it's just the 1 dragon for Rock Solid. And wow, just that inhibitor down. So that's a massive, massive advantage now for Rock Solid. So Super Minion's going to come up middle. Are they going to push the pace? Are they just clearing out the wards at Baron? Yes, they are. Are they going to go for an early Baron here? Well, it's not so much early, 26 minutes. They are going to get defensive wards out. Teemo is up top. They may well go and want to deal with him, or they just go straight for it, and then they can go straight for it. So Baron coming out from Rock Solid here, and I don't think JPAK&Friends can do anything about it. They are aware of the situation, but there's nothing at all they can do, because they've just lost out in the lane phases. Well, not even so much that. So Clairvoyance goes down. They know exactly they just got Baron. No problem for Rock Solid, and I've got to assume they may well just push into mid. Gangplank and Nocturne just very wary. TF is surely going to get that bottom turret. The Gangplank ulti goes down. I don't think TF's going to be too worried about it. He has actually backed out because he's more worried that there's someone nearby. And Malzahar is going to make his way down there. Meanwhile, looks like Gangplank could be in a little bit of trouble. He can clear that off, no problem. And Corki's going to give him some grief here. Oh, landed a big bomb. Beautifully timed there. Oh, the egg going to play straight in front of Corki. He's going to deal with that. Valkyrie's towards him. He's going to try and go for the kill here. He's going to get the ulti down. Slow goes on to JPAK. JPAK's in trouble here. Alistar's going to twist fate ports in. Udyr comes in. Mundo now in trouble. Quick roll reversal. He's going to walk away from that one. Gangplank in there as well. JPAK very low on health. Corki's going to try and land it with his ulti. Can't get a long range ulti. As Malzahar has come in now. Blitzcrank's going to have to back away. Mundo pushes the pace on him. Well, they've got 4 up there. Meanwhile, Nocturne's down bottom pushing it. So, Rock Solid now pushing onto JPAK on the turret. Mundo's going to try and get his chopper in there. Doesn't quite land it onto Twisted Fate. And they're going to maybe get this tower down. They are going to go in for it. JPAK's got to be careful. They are low on health. Nocturne pushing on towards that bottom inner turret there. Udyr's had to back away and clear out those super minions, obviously, because that early inhibitor went down. That's going to be the inner turret down here. May well be the inner turret at the bottom as well. So Nocturne continues to push. Nocturne now on that bottom inner turret. They're going to push on towards the base turret here, I think. They've still got those super minions base. They're trying to defend against it. Did they manage to get any hit points? I'm not too sure if they managed to hit the turret. Base turret surely going down here. JPAK&Friends in all kinds of trouble, all from that one steamrolling push through mid. And that may well be JPAK actually going down. JPAK's just about got away. No, he's not. Gangplank gets in and gets a parlay on there. Blitzcrank also in trouble. Corki can't quite land the ulti on him now, though. That's going to be the inhibitor down. Bottom turret now goes down any minute. There it goes. So, inhibitor also down. Ulti onto Teemo there. Oh, the chopper didn't quite manage to land through there. Trying to dive into TF. They do manage to get TF down. Blitzcrank gets away. Imaqtpie goes down, though. But they are onto the base turrets of the Nexus now. And they're going to get pushed away there, but they've done enough to buy Nocturne all the pushing on the bottom there. He's not going to go for the bottom turret, I don't think. They've really done enough, to be honest. So, Baron buff being used to good advantage, and yes, they will. They're going to go for that turret now. We're going to get it pretty quickly. A lot of attack speed on along the Brutalizer as well. the BF. That's going to be the turret down. Mundo's in there. Another turret down. Really, JPAK&Friends are in all kinds of trouble. 29 minutes gone. Took a little while to get going. First blood at 14 minutes, but suddenly Rock Solid just turned it on. The team play kicked in. And just that combo of Malzahar, Corki and Nocturne pushing straight through mid completely took out Teemo. Teemo trying to split push when really he had to be backing away. And JPAK and Blitzcrank both caught out down bottom, trying to really get the kill. So mid has respawned. Blitzcrank, Malzahar, he's been quite fed now. 370 AP on him. Got that death cap, got the brilliance potion on, got Baron on, as well as an Oracle on as well. Needs to be wary. He's all alone. Mundo's pushing the pace. I don't know whether he's trying to taunt. Yeah, he's trying to taunt Blitzcrank into staying for a fight while Malzahar and Gangplank catch in time. I don't think Gangplank's going to be able to get the parley on him, so inhibitor surely going to go down here. Twisted Fate needs to be wary. The ulti is up on Malzahar. Surely he's going to be looking to get a catch on Teemo or Twisted Fate there. He has got the dot on him. See him just picking away. Corki back in play. This is going to be Rock Solid. Surely finishing off the game. Oh, big grab onto Gangplank. Gangplank's going to get taken down, I think. Now he's going to get punted around all over the place. JPAK going to go down. Big bomb. Beautifully timed. Takes down Alistar there. Catches the whole four of them. Malzahar comes across. Will he manage to catch? No, he's not even going to make an attempt to go for Teemo there. It's just instead going to get the tower, get the inhibitor. Not sure why he's even bothering grabbing there. Blitzcrank, look at him coming flying in Nocturne. Ulted through the flash. Malzahar has got the ulti onto TF. Rambo's going to pick up the kill on him with Mundo. Base tower may well go down here. They're backing away. They're going to chase onto Teemo. Teemo getting the kill onto Corki there. And Malzahar's trying to back away. Nocturne is surely going to finish off Corki. Yes, he will. Malzahar just keeping in there with his dot. He just can't get near him, Udyr. Udyr's going to go down as well. Scarra finishes him off. Mundo's low on health, but now Blitzcrank's going to get taken out as well. Comes in with a dart, manages to finish him off. GG. And this is Deman with Quad V bringing you Rock Solid versus JPAK&Friends NESL Week 3 Match 1. Well played, Rock Solid.